Mack 10, Double J. Your face, what's good?
Do you like being called Mack? Do you like being called 10, Mack 10, Mr. 10, Mr. Mack?
All of the above was good. Chicken hawk, you know what I mean? Whatever you think of the No, Mack is cool. What's good with you?
What is a day in the shoes of Mack 10 like? What does he get up in the morning when he's not doing radio interviews? What does he get up in the morning and go do?
Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm rolling one up, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna go outside and fly my bird.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm not much of a smoker, but my glaucoma has been bothering me a lot lately.
Cataracts.
Ain't no thing. I got you. We good.
You were signed to Cash Money Records. Are you still signed to them, or what is your relationship with them today?
That's my family. Like for real. Like those was my homeboys before I ever even did a record with them. You know, so like just from the streets. Like Baby and Slim and Wayne. Like those guys are like my family. You know what I mean? So like. That's what it is we a family, period. It ain't got nothing to do with no records or nothing. It was my homies.
Now, there's been rumors that Lil Wayne wasn't screaming nothing about blood or any type of gang affiliation until after you signed with him, and you actually gave him or them their blood, quote-unquote, credentials. Is that true?
I mean, you know how this stuff is. That ain't, I mean, you know, man, I mean, people say that, but it wasn't no never intentional thing like that. Like, look, I'm finna make you that. Nah, it's not like that. Them dudes was already G's, though. Don't get it twisted.
How long before you have to put hands on 40 Glock?
Hey, you know, man, I try to stay out of that little internet beef stuff and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If we beefing, we gonna cook it for real. So like, I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? And he ain't never, you know, like I don't do none of that.
I'm sure you've seen the video when Lil Wayne shows up in LA. He's at somebody's house. I believe it is 40 Glock, and his partners show up and they start walking around Lil Wayne's SUV, slapping the car. Eventually, they let him leave. Is stuff like that real, or is that just for internet?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, hopefully it's just for internet.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Right. I mean, man, like that stuff like that can go bad. You feel me?
Right.
That can really go bad. So, like, man, everybody need to just get some money, man.
Let's talk about money. You guys were making some money, Westside Connection. Whatever happened to Westside Connection?
Well, Westside Connection it broke up. Just like some of these other groups, you know. It's just one of them things, man. You know, really, I'm grateful for the time I had in Westside Connection and the things that I accomplished, you know, in Westside Connection. But BTS is all I think about right now, and BTS is my touring company. You know, is who's probably responsible for this show tomorrow night. I mean, you know, Friday night.
I've noticed you and DJ Quik been doing a lot of shows together. Is he part of BTS?
I mean, you know, he's one of the guys that's at the top of the list on BTS's roster as far as like guys that I work with and do shows with, you know what I mean? But like this West Coast Fest we got going, like this is like my 8th one or something like that. You dig what I'm saying? So like, I'm just trying to be the biggest touring company in the world shortly. You feel me? So, and I'm headed in the right direction. I'm really serious about this. So, you know, I'm having more fun now than I had back in the day, to be honest with you.
How has the tour been?
It's been wonderful. It's been great. I mean, the last show we just did was in Tucson, sold out over 5,000 people. It's been great, for real. I don't have no complaints at all.
Has DJ Quik ever told you the story about the radio DJ in Tucson he almost had to go put hands on?
No. Wow, that's you?
No, not me. Hell no, not me. We were just talking to him a little while ago, and I asked him, we were talking about back in the day, you know, all the East Coast, West Coast beef that was going on, and he was telling us about how he felt, you know, the Source magazine and some of these other magazines in the media really kept that alive. And when he did radio interviews, all they wanted to know about was who do you have beef with, who do you not like from the East Coast, you know? And he said that he called a radio DJ in Tucson, and that this DJ just really leaned into him, and he was like, man, it was beyond this radio stuff. Like, he made it a personal beef. And he goes, me and my partners were on our way down from Compton to go ride on him, and then he got a job in Atlanta or something. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been doing an interview and then somebody just gets you mad where you're like, man, I might have to put hands on this dude?
Not really. Not in an interview. I can't say that in an interview, but you know, I've seen little slick things like in magazines or, you know, on blogs or something, you know, that I know is totally false and totally untrue, and it make you wonder now, man, like, who is this and who did this? Like, man, if I knew who this was, I probably had to smash him or something, you know?
Right.
But nah, I ain't had nobody say nothing out of pocket in the interview that made me just go like that.
All right, well, I won't ask those next two questions.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
No, I'm kidding. It was a joke. Back in the heyday of West Coast Connection, who did you guys hang out with, like, on a regular basis on the weekends? Who was it that you guys were kicking it with?
Our families and the homies. Me, you know, our Q was with his family.
Right.
And, you know, I'm with probably my kids or something, or I'm with the homies. You know what I mean? I'm out. I'm turned up.
Have you ever had to call Ice Cube up and say, Liz, Cube, you know, the Are We There Yet Part 3? Come on now.
I don't even talk to Cube.
Is there beef there?
I mean, I ain't tripping. Maybe it is with him or something. I really don't know. I ain't spoke to him in almost 10 years, man. So, you know, but I ain't tripping. I go on about my life and my day every day smiling.
Why is that, though?
I don't know. I guess it was, you know, a disagreement or two or something, or, you know, but I really don't even know, to be honest with you. It's been so long. Yeah, I don't really talk to him or nothing, no. So, you know, it been so long, I don't even think about it.
Let's call it a disagreement between gentlemen.
Yeah, we can call it that. I mean, you know what I mean? But ain't nobody looking for nobody or nothing, you feel me?
Right. Let's talk quickly about the West Coast Fest. You're going to be here Friday night. When you go out on these tours, do you hit the club up afterwards? Do you go out, you know, searching the town? What does Mack 10 do after the show?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm turned up, homie. I'm out. You dig? Like, yeah, I hit the club afterwards. That's how it goes sometimes. I'm in somebody else's town. I'm out. I'm trying to have fun until I go home.
You got a hit called Backyard Boogie. What is a backyard boogie?
A backyard boogie is exactly what it say. It's a backyard boogie. It's like it's going to a big old cool house party in the backyard. Like it's a real backyard boogie. You feel me?
Gangsters don't dance, we boogie.
There you go.
Believe that. Believe that.
Mack 10 Friday night, West Coast Fest tour with the Game, Cypress Hill, Bone Thugs and Harmony, DJ Quik, Too Short, E40, Dub C. We'll see you Friday night, my friend, over at the Santa Ana Star Center. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
That's what it is.
And that's how it's done.
Wake up, wake up. Wake up with Double J in the morning. Weekdays 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Power 106.7.